Welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be discussing digital cameras that can be used for vlogging. So essentially vlogging cameras. And I had been looking for a camera to be able to film with for a really long time. I actually have a DSLR camera for taking pictures, but I really wanted something which was essentially for video. And so I spent quite a few months looking for something which was going to be under £350. And obviously anyone who researches and looks for a video camera primarily is going to know that that is not a lot of money to get something for what is out there, which says that it's a good quality camera. So I wanted to do this video for people who are looking for a camera on a budget and want a little bit of information about what's out there and what they can get. So the first camera that I started to explore is the Sony HX740 WX500 in black, and the retail prices all vary, but on John Lewis that retails at $229. Curry's it retails at $279, and prices on a lot of these cameras fluctuate quite substantially. I had been watching cameras back and forward from several retailers for over the course of a month, and some you'll find will have promotions applied at certain times, and then those promotions will be removed and the price will go up. Amazon is another example. That also Amazon tend to throw in deals, so you can grab a camera with other things like a tripod and memory card. I personally was reading a lot of reviews on Amazon, and I was finding there was quite a lot of negative reviews about the camera itself, and so for that reason I wanted to get it from a high street kind of retail store which had much more guarantee on the product, where I knew that it hadn't just been returned and repackaged to resell to another customer, and that I was getting like a brand new product basically. Because I read some reviews that said, I ordered a new camera and when I got it, it had been used. And that was through Amazon. So I did a lot of research. So I kind of want to put that into this video. So the first camera is obviously the Sony HX740 WX500, and you're going to get that at the highest price would be £279. So I personally think this is a really good camera, and I think if you really are on a tight budget and you don't want to spend any more than that, this would be the camera that I personally would go for. I didn't go for this camera, but this is a camera I would have gone for if I wasn't prepared to spend a little bit extra to get a different camera. I saw some reviews testing out like the camera, and I thought it was really good, especially if you're not kind of someone that's done a lot of videoing and shoot work and kind of used to a really high quality. If it's like if you're a first timer, then I feel that this camera would work, and you wouldn't really have any limitations or expectations, and I think it would be it's decent camera. The only negative drawback to this camera which I sort of noticed was that there were some reviews to say that the audio was not so great on it, and so this would be the only thing that if audio is quite a big deal, it doesn't have an external jack for you to enhance the audio by using external microphone, and the feedback is that the audio on the actual camera itself is not that great. So that could potentially be the difference between someone deciding they want it or not. But I think generally speaking, I think it's a good camera. So the second camera that I decided to look at, and I've actually ended up going with this camera. I'm not doing an unboxing, I've already kind of opened this up. I haven't really started to shoot with it, but I've actually bought a case for it as well. And so the next camera, which I feel is kind of a really good camera to go for, is the Canon PowerShot SX740. And that's this camera. And I have actually got a Mega Gear case for this as well. The case is from Amazon, but the camera I bought from John Lewis. And without further ado, here is the big reveal. This is what the camera looks like. And it comes with a flip screen, as does the Sony as well. So all the cameras that I'm talking about, they all come with a flip screen. So essentially that feature which makes it a good vlogging camera, so you can actually see yourself when you're recording, as well as, you know, shooting other things. I'm just going to power this on so you can see it come to life. And yes, so this is the camera that I went for in the end. The audio is supposed to be a bit better. It still doesn't come with an external jack, so you can't use this, shoot with this and use external microphone. Now the price that I paid was £359. However, it's actually on promotion now through John Lewis. I think you can get the camera for £329. So it has £50 promotion on. So that again makes this really only slightly more expensive than the Sony CyberShot. So yeah, so at the moment this camera can be purchased from John Lewis for £329. And the tripod which I got and this case I actually got from Amazon, so I was really impressed with the accessories that Amazon sell. Both of these were bought on there. Really quick delivery times, really good pricing, and the quality is kind of as it says. That's that. Let's just gonna pop this on. So put this onto the tripod, and obviously it's got this, which is really good because it just kind of is that extra security when you're out, just to make sure, you know, you've got it and, you know, you're not going to drop it. And obviously this can be manipulated in any direction you want it. If you're kind of out on the move, you can obviously have it more as a sort of selfie stick. And yeah, I'm really happy with my purchase. The other two cameras I want to mention, they are a little bit more expensive, but there's been some really good reviews on these cameras as well, so I think these were also in the mix when I was making my decision. So there is also a Sony CyberShot DSC HX90. And then there is the same Sony Cybershot HX99. I think particularly the HX99, that actually, so for anyone who is kind of looking for a camera under £350, which is what this video is, that camera was actually over £400. However, they currently, I'm not sure how long it's going to be on, but they currently have that on through John Lewis on 50% promotional discount, which brings the camera to a price of £379. So that's just for the camera on its own. But yeah, if that is kind of a contender, then that is another camera that I would suggest looking into. This video has really only been about looking at Sony and Canon digital cameras. Obviously, there's a lot of other brands out there. Personally, my advice to anyone who is like me, hasn't yet made their purchase, would be to establish 2 brands that you're really interested in and focus your search, you know, to buy a camera on those 2 brands. Or yeah, that's kind of pretty much it. Again, this is the camera. I'll do a little, I'll insert some footage as well taken with this. So I'm on my walk on Thurston Lake. So you can see the zoom feature now on the camera. It is 40 optical zoom. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find a camera that works for you, and I hope you found this informative, and I will see you again on my next video.